Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and I might as well not even say it's invasions, because we are not doing invasions, obviously, since it's already over. I still just keep naming them that way, because there's really nothing else to title them. But, yes, of course, we're going to be going over the new troops that are coming out, the two that are coming out tomorrow. And one of those is a decent new legendary, so we definitely have that, and some other guy with a sword. But yeah, let's go over those two, because that's the most relevant thing we'll be doing all this stream, so let's go do that immediately. I guess we'll wait like 30 seconds just for people to get here. But hello everyone! Hello, Mr. Xmos, hello Bunny Killer, hello, Kavera, hello Questor, hello William, hello, Vicky, or how do you say that? Vicaronica? No, I'm completely butchering that. Hello, welcome. Hello, Sai. Hello, Captain. Hello, Steve. Hello, Max. Hello, Rithium. And hello, Moorzone. Welcome all. And welcome everyone else. Let's go tank our tribute that's just sitting there. Did I already take that earlier? I guess it just came back up. I could have sworn I already took it earlier. Anyways, hello, Melissa. Hello, Marcelo. Hello, Dark. Hello, Tim. Good evening, everyone. This is your first time actually catching the stream live. Very nice. Glad you could make it. Unfortunately, no codes for tonight, but tomorrow is the 2-year anniversary of the channel, so if Salty gives us some special codes, we'll have some special codes tomorrow night, and if she doesn't, we'll still have like 2 or 3 redeem codes. It just won't be the slightly better codes, but we'll still have just as many resources pretty much tomorrow night. Of course, tomorrow night we'll be using the new Willow and all that. Speaking of that, let's actually go over the troop now. Let me just move this over and go bring up the little thingy. Also, hello Anthony, and hello RapPF, and hello Aaron. Welcome all. Welcome, welcome. Where'd to go? I'm looking for the... I've been getting that weird habit of, like, double saying things as well. It's kind of odd, because I always do it with the welcome thing, and now I'm starting to do it to other words. Anyways, let's go, and I believe this is the correct window capture. We'll find out in a second. No, it is not. That is not the right window capture. One of these window captures is. No. Oh, this is the right window capture, it's just not capturing the right screen. What are you doing? Hold up. Why is it not capturing the screen? Okay, I just set this up right before I started. Well then. Plan B is go to wherever that is, close it, reopen it, and do that. So move that there, take it out, and now it should identify it again. There it is. Okay. Anyways, let's go over the 2 new troops that are coming out tomorrow. This is the one that you can get through Glory. It's mainly going to be used to farm up all the red-purple trait stones you ever need. So if you've been needing to stock up on red-purple for anything, definitely make sure to do so. It's great for Azurus. It's great for Dragon Soul. I believe there's one of the hero classes that use it as well. And just a pretty decent one to go for. Whenever there's an epic within the... Glory rewards, it's generally good to buy a lot of it. The main reason for this is epics take the least amount of copies to get to, or the least amount of glory to get to mythic. You only have to buy the pack 16 times. But the main benefit from it is that it's the cheapest you could ever get arcane trait stones for. They only cost 200 glory each. 400 for each pack, but you get 2 per pack, so it comes out to 400 glory. I mean, 200 glory each, 400 glory total per pack. But it's the cheapest you can ever get arcane trait stones, so it's pretty nice. Anyways, as far as the ability, it dispels an enemy, deals damage to them, and then gains 4 magic and then becomes enchanted. So it can start to stack up to be quite a bit of damage over time. Basically, every cast it does, assuming it has arcane, it's gaining 5 magic, 4 off the ability, 1 off its arcane. Not to mention it keeps getting additional magic off the arcane from everyone else on your team, as well as just natural magic gains from if you have a magic gain on your team. For the most part, not going to be anything too over the top. Could be a really good early game poker, but a good early game troop to kind of pick off troops with, because it does keep getting bigger and bigger over time. And of course that 5 magic gain is quite a bit better earlier on than later in the game. He also has immune to mana drain, which could make him relevant in future full immunity to mana drain teams. Currently, I wouldn't really bother using him for that purpose. I will be using him next week simply as a 4th troop for whatever he gives. He'll probably give like extra +5 glory or something next week, so I'll probably be utilizing him for that. But other than that, I don't have much intention to use him after the fact. But good troop to go and at least get the trait stones from, if nothing else. Other than that, we have the new Willow, which is the main thing coming out tomorrow. This is unfortunately only available through event keys. But if you do have event keys laying around, definitely a good week to go throw it down. Not only will you end up getting a Willow, or a chance at a Willow, you also have a chance at KrissTigger, which is also a really decent troop, one of the best dragons in the game, as well as probably top 15-ish troops in the game, somewhere around there. But other than KrissTigger, you'll be able to get this new guy. It destroys a row, so you actually accumulate the mana, and then deals 20 damage to all enemies approximately, and that's boosted by all brown gems. It doesn't show it here, but what it was shown as earlier is a 3 times boost ratio. Not sure if it's still going to be a 3 times boost ratio when it gets released tomorrow, but if that is the case, that will on average be 9 additional damage, meaning it's going to hit in the around 30 per cast, which is a little bit above average, especially since it has board control on top of it. So not that bad at all. It's going to be basically a late game version of Rock Spirit. Rock Spirit's absolutely amazing early on in the game, but this is basically going to be the version of it that you can use later on in the game. It's also going to be quite viable with beasts, particularly Forest Guardian fully traded if you own one, because this thing fully traded gives all beasts 2 attack and life every single time you extra turn. The only big issue with this is the troop that would gain the most amount of benefit from this would be a black beast, but unfortunately he is the exact same color as a black beast, so we will not be able to do that. Or at least not realistically, since they both block each other out, whichever one you put up front, and that would likely be the Black Beast blocking out your Willow, which I guess you technically could do. You could do something like Black Beast, a Mana Generator, Forest Guardian, and then Willow, and kind of go down that route, I guess. But still, it's going to be kind of clunky doing it double brown-green like that. But yeah, it's definitely going to be really good for Brown Guild War Day, Green Guild War Day, probably even more so for Green Guild War Day, since you don't need to necessarily keep the browns on the board. And yeah, just going to be good in PvP in general. I don't think it's going to be anything for new meta or anything like that, but it's definitely pretty solid and a good pickup if you have the Spear event keys to go get it. But anyways, those are those 2 new troops. If you still have any questions about them, let me know. And again, that's a 3 times boost ratio, or at least it should be for that little guy. Oops, I accidentally brought that thing up. I meant to show that later. Whoops. But yeah, that was the thing I'm going to have for now on. I got a little animation thingy. Anyways, ignore that. Well, I guess don't ignore it. Like and subscribe, like it says. But yeah, I figured I'd get one of those things. A lot of people have like those little thingies, and I figured I'd finally make one. I need to make one for the schedule too. Anyways, that's not the right tab. The one I meant to go for is that one. I definitely need to get around to reorganizing all my little things in my OBS. I know it looks somewhat neat on screen, but behind the scenes, it's one gigantic mess. That whole thing right over there. Anyways, well, let's go do things now. Of course, we can't show the troops until tomorrow. We'll be covering that in the event video in the morning. So for the time being, we'll kind of just plow through PvP, go to dungeons, and mess around with anything else that you guys want me to go over. Also, hello, Sea Dog. Welcome. Let's see. Oh yeah, Arcanus. Is that how you pronounce his name? Did I say it incorrectly? Did I even try pronouncing his name? I don't think I even tried pronouncing his name incorrectly yet. Let me see it again. Where'd it go? Oops, where did my tab go? Arcanus. Yeah, Arcanus. Isn't that how you pronounce it? That's how I would have pronounced it. Or did I say something differently initially? Because that's how I would normally pronounce it. Arcanus. Well, let's go get a Mercy down. It's one of the few words we can get correctly. Go get that, throw into damage, go from there. Oh yeah, you also have a slight chance of Queen Aurora, which, yeah, because of the Kingdom Mythic in there. Queen Aurora's not too relevant. Wouldn't really bother going for her. If you get her, you get her. I would mainly do it for the KrissTigger and the new troop. You don't really need a Queen Aurora. Ever since they nerfed its trait indirectly, it hasn't been as viable to use. It's still good. It just, the main thing you use it for is its final trait, and that's about it. You don't really use it for its ability at all. What do we even do here? I guess we'll just take a standard... I would need Diviner. Why must you be 1 turn off? That'd be the exact thing we need right now. I need to waste my turn, but I can't do that without moving a color I need to stay. So we'll just go do that. Mercy, we can't even go for. The other thing we can't go for, let me just go throw a blank Mercy just so we get the board a little bit better in our favor. He does get a bunch of stuff out of it, but we'll just go into that, throw into some damage, and we'll be good to go. Don't have an extra turn anywheres and all that, so we'll just go take a skull. Double check again, we do this time, so we'll go for all that, take even more skulls, keep taking skulls until it goes down. Also, I should probably go do a couple more Bombot teams before we can never use it again. This is the second time it has had 20% though, but the chance of another Adana event coming back around, or something where bomb bots get like 20% bonus is excessively rare. There's only been, I think, 2 or 3 events ever where they had 20%. I think it's 2. The previous one and now the one right now. Let's go use them a little bit more before we retire the team forever. Well, I don't know for sure if exactly forever, but you know. It's just not as realistic to be throwing these days compared to Bombot. Bombot's just so much better. Let's go, I think I still have it saved under first slot if I'm not mistaken. And yes we do, Deep Bore, Double Bombot, Black Manacles, or Sphinx, Double Bombot, Dawnbringer. Either or. So I'll grab that. Actually, I'm going to go for the Deep Bore here. Normally I wouldn't do that as immediately, but we had such a ridiculously good board, there was no chance it was going to miss. Arcanus? Arcanus? Arceus? Arcanus? Arcanus? Now I'm going to pronounce it so many different ways now. Now that you put that into my head. I was going to have one pronunciation, now I might accidentally mispronounce it as like 5 different things. Yep, so did I just go into a 3 trophy with this team? I think I did. I guess it doesn't matter too much. They're slightly easier under casual, but not that much easier. We'll go through a Deep Bore down. Well, if we get our damage down before he goes crazy, I think we'll be fine in this battle. We'll take a brown, double Bombot, get full mana off of our Black Manacle, and that'll be that. And do it again. And Black Manacle dead. And has no target because there's such a gap. Hey, we found a counter to Wisp. If you destroy your entire team, he can't do damage to you. New meta right there. He can't damage you if there's nothing left to damage. Oh gosh, what even? Arcanus? Arcanus? Now, I had one pronunciation earlier. Now I'm going to have like a billion different ones of me mispronouncing it. I'll look it up later and see if I can get the proper one. Or at least see what people are saying it as. Because it's hard for me to read text-based pronunciations. If anything, that just makes me read it even worse than how I was already reading it. And we'll go through our Black Manacle. Oh yeah, they're all immune to Devour. Oh! Oh, I should have threw that down first. Now we get so much less damage off it. It's bad. It's really bad. Oh, he's gonna get Gate too. Oh, we're actually gonna lose to Gate. I haven't lost to Gate for ages now. Wow. I don't have enough damage to kill him. We're actually gonna lose to a Fortress Gate. That is really sad. When was the last time we died to Fortress Gates? I think we are. We don't have Devour, and I need a double cast in order to kill out the rest of his team. Well, I guess as long as we get full mana before he gets another Gate down, we'll be fine. Okay, never mind. He has no Gate to throw. We're fine. And that's match. Well, that almost went horribly. Yeah, he could have easily just Gate spammed and just never lost, because he gains enough armor to not die, plus he'd barrier everything else, which would keep everything else alive. Plus everything on the team was immune to Devour. Actually, no, there was one thing that wasn't. That would be a 1 in 4 chance. It'd be a 20% chance and then a 1 in 4 chance that would specifically hit him, which would have been very unlikely. To use the code on mobile, you use it on the same location you would normally do on PC. It's the exact same location. You do it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. It isn't at any different location. It might be a little bit more annoying to type it out on mobile, but it's the exact same location and website and everything. Yeah, on mobile you have to go and like, you probably have to go and type it out and all that, which would be a little bit more annoying. Let's see. We'll go through that down. Get the Bombot. And he'll just skull us. We'll take a skull back, and that'll be that. Oh, your wife got a Guard's Avatar earlier. Very nice. But yeah, Guard's Avatar. My favorite team for that is, okay, let me show it against a real team. Okay, that's kind of a real team. It's actually such a low durability, but still. This is my favorite Guard's Avatar team at the moment. I actually have 2, which is why I always keep them here. I don't know why I actually keep 2. I should probably just keep 1 so we have more space for other teams. But it's Mercy, Hellcat, Alchemist, Guard's Avatar, which I should probably overwrite because I rarely ever use it. And then this one, Honor, Apothecary, Guard's Avatar, Corvash. This does a few things really well. It stuns everything very well, it gains a lot of armor very well, and it one-shots the entire enemy team very well. The only thing it's really bad against is Freeze. Even though you do have a Cleanse, it's just really clunky against it. What do we even need? We need blues, we need browns. And that's pretty much it. Every other color is near irrelevant. Brown, green, and blue are the only 3 things we should be taking every turn. at least initially. So we'll go grab that. Throw this on blue. Never mind. There's so few blues, I might as well just throw it on green. You know, I'm still going to throw it on blue. And we actually got it too. Perfect. Apothecary we'll need to use on anything other than blue. Though I don't even think we have alignment on anything, so we throw it on nothing. If that is the case, so I guess we'll just take some brown. Him taking a skull means almost nothing. He just buffs up one of his stats. Didn't even see which one it was. Guess we'll go get rid of green. It is one of the colors we need, but we don't need it as much as blue, because blue feeds into Corvash if we excess obtain it, which we will be doing eventually. Is that a turn? Yellow into brown. No, but we do cascade blue, and I think that's good enough to throw down, because we cascade several things. We get some over there, too. And there we go. Okay, so we have pretty much a little bit of everything going on right now. I think we already have enough damage just because he's such low stats, but yeah. It is basically just the one-shot Guards Avatar team. It's relatively cheap, too, though there are upgrades you would need to make it better. The only really annoying thing on this team to obtain, well, other than the Guards Avatar, obviously, is a Emperor Corvash fully traded. Doesn't necessarily need to be fully traded, but that does boost your honor. Also, having your honor fully traded is quite beneficial, too. You could technically run this whole team with 0 traits. This was actually the team I used to have when Guards Avatar was a little bit more popular, before all the other big damages came in, like Infernus and stuff. This was like the non-traded team to use with it. But yeah, it is pretty nice to have honor. Pretty much the whole team actually fully traded, because this thing gains a bunch of immunities now. This thing, you need the +10 to all stats in the stone skin. This, you gain a little bit of extra armor every single time something casts, and for this, you get a stun. And this is relevant mainly because its boost ratio is the armor gain that you get off of honor. So not only does he get an armor gain off his final trait, he also gets an armor gain off of the boost ratio from the Corvash. Also, I like using this against 4 times Drake Rider, if you ever end up seeing that annoying team, and you don't feel like having to kill them all twice. You just use a stun spam team. You can do that with any Corvash stun spam team, but this specific one is generally what I run if I need to counter that out for any certain reason. Pretty much every time. Unless it's specifically an event week that says kill a bunch of troops within PvP or that specific colors, I will normally go and use this kind of team against it just because it's a lot quicker. That or I'll just skip it and not even bother battling it. What do we even go for here? All of it seems so bad, so I'm just going to go for, yes, a yellow to purple. I don't actually need to use purple, though, on this team. Oh, that reminds me. Are we not using a -1 purple banner? I might have forgotten to switch it from ages back. I wouldn't be surprised, but we'll go through the Apothecary there. Is that new Clockwork Troop with the pop bonus this week worth spending glory to ascend it? No. I wouldn't bother. Unless you specifically need the brown-purple trait stones for something, I would not bother ascending the new, what is it, rare? Or ultra-rare? I think it's ultra-rare. But the new glory troop this week, I would not bother ascending it unless you specifically are doing it for the trait stones and not for ascending it. Yeah, only the trait stone aspect is the relevant aspect of it. I don't really intend on using the Sphinx much after this week. There are other board controls that I will most likely be using. And also, I will not be using mech more often than not. Actually, I should probably switch out of it right now. Well, we might still mess around with a few more mechs team this stream. But, yeah, there isn't much a need to really go and do anything with the mechs. So we'll go through a Guards Avatar down. Go get that. Go get that over. Because the only other mech team I might run when it's not a given mech week is maybe a Cornex buff with Sphinx. And I think that's it. Like, Cornex Sphinx might be the only double, or triple, I guess, because you're a hero too. The triple mech team I might run after this week. That's because that's not actually that horrible. I really underestimated that earlier. But yeah, it is pretty nice going with a Cornex Sphinx. Your hero class with a Mechanist, using whatever weapon will fit, and then one other troop as a damage source. It's not horrible. It definitely functions correctly. Never been a huge fan of Cornex, but out of everything that you could use with Cornex, that is pretty much the best thing these days. Okay, I'm going to take green instead of blue, because we're going to want to keep blues on the board for when we start converting them, so that we could hopefully get some Corvashes going in. We could also double cash. Generally, I go for single cash just because it's a lot easier. Wait, did I just get rid of blue? No, I didn't. Why is there so much green compared to blue? Okay, we'll go throw it on green. And it still misses, even though there's so much of it. Wow. Okay, well, let's go convert it out then, if it's going to miss like that. Go get all the mana we need. Now we throw it at blue. We have less blue, yet it still ends up landing some. Anyways, he's about to throw a bunch of damage, so we'll just get that down. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That was barely any off. I should have thrown Corvash. We actually could have hit him already. What do we need here? I guess we'll go throw... Might as well just go into a one-shot. We already know we have enough damage. Just go get his mana up and we win. Easier said than done, though. Okay. And your turn? Barriers? Everything? What are you doing? Okay, we'll go and... don't have a brown to go take, so I can't go get that. I guess we could take a red to his skull, throw a Corvash, go from there. He's gonna get Farce Guardian again, though. Isn't anything I can do about that, though. Well, his Convert isn't gonna really help him. So I guess we'll go and take like a blue or a green here. We'll take the blue. Get Apothecary down. Should have a location. Do it on yellow. And now I just need this thing to get full mana already. There we go. And that's match. Oh, no, it doesn't. He has barrier. Well, let's go throw a Corvash. Oh, he's going to re-barrier. What did I do that for? He's just going to re-barrier. If he seriously wins off of that, that's going to be sad. Okay, luckily we got that kill now. We'll take the skull. That dies out now, too. And we get another skull on top of that skull. What a cascade for the save. We probably would have won regardless, but it would have been an annoying barrier spam kind of thing. There's one thing that makes Guard's avatar pretty bad. Since he has no follow-up, he's excessively bad against barrier. It takes 24 mana cost, and he accumulates 0 mana when he casts. Any troop that's set up like that is really bad against barrier. Catcher's the Bull has the same problem, as well as a few other ones, or a lot of troops. Basically, anything that doesn't have any board control whatsoever, that has like 20+ mana cost. Unless you're getting a really good value out of them from like a mana drain like Famine or something, they tend to be really bad against barrier. If Moloch comes into the Soulforge, would it be worth crafting? No, not really. There's so many better drains these days than Moloch. Even nerf to Nyx is still better than Moloch, I would say, as far as your drainer is concerned, unless you're specifically going a full true damage team. In that context, a Moloch would be better. But in most instances, Nyx is still not horrible. I know it did say it got nerfed pretty hard, but it's still usable. It's just not as good against Legends or Mythics now. But if you're doing it against lower rarity stuff, you won't even notice a difference with how Nyx performs. Because if they have 12 or less mana, it still has the full effect of what it had before. It's only when they have higher than that does it do less. So hello, Candy. Hello, Derek. Welcome, welcome. Is that new? Oh, no, I already answered that. You have a Dragon PvP team that you were wondering if it was good. It consists of Emperina, Demistroxia, Dragotar, and Dragonnet. Everything other than Demistroxia, probably. Demistroxia is pretty inconsistent as far as doing damage. I guess really, really early on, it wouldn't be horrible, but I would focus more on using a Emperina Dragotar combo, and maybe giving it a mana generator of some kind, because you don't necessarily need 4x Dragon if you're not running something that works specifically with it. You have Dragotar for that, but you could put 3 dragons up front and then put a mana generator in the back, or put 2 dragons up front, a mana generator in third, and then the other dragon all the way in the back. But yeah, I think maybe throwing an Apothecary or just something to mana generate for your Deep Borer, something to get that mana, maybe in place of Demistroxia, and then go something along the lines of Dragotar, Emperina, or whichever one is higher. I guess you could put Emperina first, maybe. No, actually, I think Dragotar, because it gets a bigger buff quicker. But Dragotar, Emperina, something like a Deep Borer, that's pretty cheap, it's only a rare, and then Dragonnet, or whatever other dragon you have. You could also put the Dragonnet in front of your Deep Borer and just put Deep Borer as your backline tank. So actually, that would probably work out best then. I don't know if I could actually use that this late in the game, but I'll go show it real quick and hopefully it functions. Okay. Let's go early game Dragon team against late game Dragon team. We're probably going to fail because obviously he's using a late game version, but we'll give it a shot. Why not? See what happens. So, Dragotar, which has much better benefit earlier on in the game, due to the boost ratio. Every boost ratio tends to be worse later on in the game. Unless it's boosted based on a stat, then it becomes better. Things like Rowan, Guard's Avatar, and stuff become better later in the game, not earlier. Where on earth is Dragotar? I should just type in Tar or something. That probably... No, that doesn't even bring him up because there's so many other things with Tar because of all the centaurs. Anyways, Dragotar, Emperina. There it is. I haven't used Emperina for a while. At one point, it was my favorite troop in the game. Still is pretty high up there as far as my favorites. It's just not really viable in the current setup of the game. Let's see. What else am I looking for? Also, it automatically ends its turn after its ability. If it had any kind of board control whatsoever, it'd be like 1,000 times better. So that's a pretty funny change that happened to Lady Arnuriel too. She used to have board control, And what's kind of funny is the nerfed version that she was basically useless when the game first came out, because all she did, I believe, was remove brown and do like a little bit of physical damage. But then they made her true damage and made her like really good at the time. But the previous state that she used to be in, due to Soulforge now, not Soulforge, due to Guild Wars now, she actually would be better in her useless state that she was when the game first came out than in her current state. Because the way that the game has developed over the time, she's just become useless in how she is now. What's kind of funny is the current state she's in now, at one point was the current state in which she was the strongest troop in the game, yet so many other troops came into the game since then that she's no longer that, even though she has never actually been nerfed since then, which is kind of funny. Anyways, what was I looking for again? I'm looking for a deep borer and a dragonet. Actually, Dragonet goes in front of it. We'll use it as a backline tank. You do need backline tanks early on in the game because rockworms and stuff like that. I think we're only missing yellow. What's the minus yellow banner? Plus, probably a +2 purple, +1 red. Ideally, we'd want to go into brown, though. I don't think there's a minus yellow banner that has brown as a plus. Actually, I don't even think there's any other minus yellow banner. Oh, there is a new one that's coming in. I believe the next banner for next kingdom is +2 brown, +1 purple, -1 yellow. That would actually be pretty decent with this team. Though, unfortunately, that's not coming out until next patch. So, you know what? I think we're just going to keep it at a double brown. That seems fine. Yeah, let's go with that. Get ourselves quicker Dragonet and Emperorinas in there. So we'll see how this goes down. Could fail miserably, mainly because we're fighting a real dragon team with an early game dragon team. We'll give it a shot. Obviously, it's not 4 times dragon. We are using deep borer, but that will make it so we can at least accumulate our mana pretty well. But yeah, that new banner coming on next kingdom should be pretty good with this. You get it up in 1 turn with a single purple take. Plus, you would be able to get a lot more value out of your browns that you would take. Okay, so we'll go get all of his mana. Oh, his summon's actually going to be pretty annoying off of Christine X. That might actually be the bane of us. Out of everything he has, it's probably going to be the thing that actually kills us. We'll go for that. Try for Skull. At least we got some mana. We do have Dragonet. I should probably aim everything I have that's single target onto... We're entangled. Oh, that's actually pretty bad, because if I'm not mistaken, the way that Emperorina works is it does the attack buff and then it cleanses, if I'm not mistaken. We'll find out in a moment. I actually haven't used it for a while, so we'll see how it currently acts. But I'm pretty sure it does it in the wrong order. Alright, we got Hunter's Mark and Death Mark. If that Death Mark could trigger, that'd be great. We'll go take ourselves some brown. Actually, let me go take red, get a Surge. That'll be full mana. We'll go buff this thing up so it doesn't die. So does it gain an attack buff here? The answer is no. I can't actually tell, because I don't know how much of that was from our previous buff. I'd have to say no, because... Oh, then again, that thing has that amount of attack. You know what? Maybe he did, because he does have the highest attack on the team right now. He might have gotten the attack buff from it. We'll find out on the next time if he gets re-entangled, because we know he's currently at 54 attack, so if we Emperorina him again, and it's higher than 54 attack, we know for sure that it did indeed happen. Don't kill it! We need it! There we go, okay. Well, I guess we'll go throw down one more over here. That'll be the red we need to go cast our thing. Then we'll have to go and Emperorina it again. Hopefully it doesn't kill us next turn. How much of a buff are we getting? It's not even large enough, so I actually have to go for this just to make sure he doesn't kill us. So we'll go do that. Never mind, he's gonna kill it. Oh no, he went for explosion. Oh no, it died and became another Dragonet. Well then, interesting, to say the least. Unfortunately, we are gonna die to how much more damage he has compared to us. What's plan B at this point? I guess keep reviving Emperorina until we one-shot Emperorina his entire team. I think that's plan C at this point, is just win off a solo Emperorina. You actually can do that. He doesn't have any instant kills, so we could technically get away with that if we truly had to. Though it's not that likely. But let's go get some more stats effects before it dies. Never mind, it's just gonna die. I might as well just go heal up. We'll just ignore that it's even there. So now we need to keep taking every brown and every red we see, and keep this thing alive somehow. Oh, I want that skull so badly. How do I take this drop? I guess we'll move it that way. Grab all that. Take another buff. The solo Emperorina. There used to be so many teams I used to build around this thing. It was so much fun to use, because you could just, like, do exactly what we're doing now. Just make one gigantic, absurdly huge troop. Can we cascade this into a skull for free? I believe that's a yes. Yes. That is indeed a yes. So we'll go and drag it that way. Try getting a red to cascade. I guess we can just go for red surge here. Oh, he's gonna get a summon. We're gonna have to keep killing that. Oh no, I don't. I could just go take the skull. Double skull. Can we get a triple? Well, let's go get like a brown or something. Get our final buff. We just solo, we just did 1 versus 4 with Emperina. There we go. Actually, with that being said, let's go do 1 versus 4 with Emperina. Like an actual 1 versus 4 from the starting turn. I think that is winnable. There's a banner that you can set to it too, because there's a minus purple that has a +2 brown, +1 red, which just gives just everything you need for Emperina. Actually, Emperina got buffed the previous patch too, which is nice. Not a big buff, but it has 13 mana cost instead of 14 now, which makes it slightly more viable. I haven't really used it much since then, but apparently you can get the job done slightly. I need to go cleanse this off so we could actually go do skull damage. Oh yeah, what was its attack earlier? It was at 154. So what's its attack now? Okay, good. It does cleanse, and then it does the attack buff. So, yes, we do indeed gain the attack even if we're entangled. That's good to know. So it's a little bit better than expected as well in that regard. Sweet. Okay, let's go see if we can solo with it, just for fun. Maybe not against something too strong. Not that's something that weak either. There we go. That should be middle ground, though it does have a Scion, which is going to be ridiculously annoying. But, yeah, let's go give it a shot and see what we can do. Let's go throw it all in on the correct banner. And to see what happens. Solo Emperina. Nothing but a single Emperina for the win. Wouldn't that be a fail if that was a real treasure gnome? That would be so ridiculously hard to kill. And he would definitely escape. But then again, I guess we could just keep denying his reds. He only has 1 exploder and it doesn't get up that well. No! That was the main thing I was hoping would not happen. Okay, we need to go get all of our mana up. If he gets another skull right here, we're dead. We auto lose. Luckily he didn't, so we'll go throw this in there. And now the slow process of getting all of our mana back up. What non-move do I take? I guess that one, because I need to keep brown and red on the board without giving him a skull. The Scion is being really annoying. I should have repicked into something that wasn't Scion. Oh, also, he has instant kill. Never mind, he's going to kill me off a Kraken. Well, I forgot. We also need to make sure he doesn't have instant kill, or else this is just going to be... We're going to lose every time, pretty much. Can't have instant kill, can't have silence. Gates would be too annoying. Yasmin Loop and Entangle would be way overkill. Another Dragon team. We'll give this one a shot. Christina X, Dragon Soul, Sylvania Moore, Imperial Jewel. We'll still have to deal with Entangle. We'll still have to deal with Stone Skin. We still have to deal with Summon. And Imperial Jewel does all the damage to 1 troop. We'll give this one a shot. 1 dragon versus 4 dragons. Or I think it's set as a dragon. I would assume so. No, it actually isn't. It's set as the Warlord hero class for whatever reason. Not quite sure why. What level are you? Okay, 672. I guess that's why. So I would expect someone around that level to probably have another class other than that one. Also, that class is really bad to go trait. It has the worst traits of any hero class, pretty much. It only gains 3 attack, and that 3 attack it only gains from skulls when it's in first slot. When it's in a slot that isn't first, it doesn't gain it. Whereas the, what's the other one's name? Whereas the Courage ends up gaining 2 attack and 2 HP to all allies whenever anything takes a skull, and he doesn't even need to be in first slot for it to trigger. Sorry, I missed a few things from chat. Is there anything good teams with Jotnar Storm Shield? Not really. The only thing I'd really use them for is Guild War Days, where you might need Barrier. Particularly Red Guild War Day, where you don't really have other options to use. But no, I wouldn't really bother with it, for the most part. Can we drop that? Yes, we can. That's actually an extra turn. Very nice. We need 1 more skull. I guess we'll go take it. Take that kill out. Go an Emperina buff. And should be good to go. Just need to go get like 1 more buff, and then we can get up to... Well, never mind. We're already at 1-shot range. Wow, his stats are low. We are on a 2 trophy right now. I didn't think he'd be that much lower, though. No, we'll go take that. Because it was like an 8,000 something score team. I guess the trait stones made it a lot higher score. Because traits do make you get a higher score for the thing. Which isn't necessarily a good thing. Because the higher your team score, the harder the battles you get. It works for a lot of things within PvP matchmaking. Oh, that's funny. He just transformed into a Emperina. Emperina versus Emperina. Well then. Well, let's go heal back up. Let's 1-shot his Emperina. Never mind, we don't have anything to do that with. I don't even have anything to cascade into it. I can't even take my mana. We'll just go grab that. Well, we extra turn, though we don't have anything to do with that extra turn. Go take those reds. Come on, give us a skull or something. What to move around? I guess we'll move the yellow over. He'll get a shuffle. It's funny, he's actually... No, he's not going to get Emperino down. We'll go and take a skull right there, I guess. One-shot the Emperina. Do the Emperina. That's not the actual thing. It's Macarena. Close enough. We don't have a drop there. We'll go throw another buff. I don't really even need these buffs. I guess we're just kind of doing it to not die at this point. But, go move that down. Come on. Skull, please. We need just one. Or actually two, but it doesn't take that long. Yeah, apparently it does. Because we're not getting any. It's not even worth going for because it could backfire. This one could also backfire. Maybe we could get double skull. Go. Nope, didn't get a single skull. Well, we'll go throw another buff, I guess. At this point, we could one-shot pretty much anything. Almost up to Gorgolfa one-shot. How many stats we're starting to get. Oops, that's not what I meant to move. Didn't get the extra turn off the purple. Didn't get a skull. Didn't get anything. I guess we'll take that. Why not? No skulls. No skulls again. This board just hates us. Also, that's one interesting thing that Doom Skulls will be doing, too. It will clear the board a lot quicker whenever there are Doom Skulls on it. It would also make a shuffle a lot worse. But what I mean by clearing the board a lot quicker is there's a 10% chance you'll get a Doom Skull into the board, and that Doom Skull will have an explosion around it. And when you do that explosion, it will clear out more of the board than what you would normally take from a single 3. So, yeah, it would clear out more board. So, yeah, I didn't even really think about that. There will be less board stalemates where you're kind of just taking and don't really have anything to do. Of course, you could easily bypass that by using actual board control troops. But of course, when you're not, like with what we were just using, one single troop with no board control whatsoever, that would actually help some. You have a deck challenge for you, but there are rules. You cannot use any card that is a base mythic. That's basically every troop I have as for your team. And it must use one... Oh, you mean base mythic. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant just mythic in general. I was going to say, that would be near impossible. But it can't be base mythic. And it must be one merfolk, one beast, one knight, and one war gear. Sounds interesting. Let me go clear out my revenge rival before I do that, though. And then we'll go mess with that. Do I do with Queen Titania? I probably shouldn't because he has freeze. I'll just do standard divine, I guess. Salty just said in chat that she would be streaming pets tomorrow. Oh, ooh, nice. Oh, we might have to stream after her. No, just kidding. We'll stream before or whatever time she's normally streaming. Where is she, by the way? She still hasn't replied back to my thingy. Salty, are you here? Salty, where is she? At Salty, at. Salty wait, I should probably check on the forum to see if she replied yet before I spam her in chat a billion times over. No, she hasn't. Okay, let me go get her. Are you there? Check, also, hello, everyone. Streaming on YouTube at Tacet the Terror. I can't do sentences. Trying for... That's not a period. Trying for AK subs by tomorrow's 2-year... And it actually fits. Anniversary. There we go. I do Gems of War content daily. Hello, everyone, again. There we go. Anyways, let's get a Mercy down. Go take that. Get that rolling. But hopefully Salty will see us. She still hasn't replied back. I sent a message to her a week ago, and I said a bunch of them earlier today, and a bunch later tonight, and she still hasn't gotten back. It could be that she's just not checking the forum. Which would make sense, because every single way I tried to contact her was via forum. That or she's busy doing other stuff at the moment. Let's see. I don't have anything good to go take. Let's go move that over. That Wisp is going to get a poke on us, isn't he? I can't stop him from doing that, so we'll just take a red. If nothing else, we could actually use his shuffle. It's going to help us more than it's really going to even hurt us at this point. What do we even throw down? We'll go move that over. For fire thing down. But yeah, we'll finally get to see what pets are like. Well, I have to ask her so many questions. Also, I still haven't checked the beta thing. For all I know, I might be able to actually see what pets are like. I need to still go double check that. I don't think they did do that, though. Because they didn't announce anything about that, so we probably don't have access to pets at the moment. But I did want to go check that, because I might be able to get a sneak peek before she even sneak peeks a sneak peek. I'm not going to do it on my stream, though. I'm not allowed to, unfortunately. But I still want to see them, if I can. Anyways, let me go do that challenge thing. We'll do it on this battle. What's with all the dragon teams on second slot? It's like the 4th one now. But let me go do the challenge. What was it again? It was 1 beast, 1 knight, 1 war gear, and 1 choice, and then banner of any choice. Oh wait, it's 1 merfolk, 1 beast, 1 knight, 1 war gear, and your choice of banner, or my choice of banner. So let's go see what we can do. So let's go under the best troop of basically every single one. Let's start with merfolk because they're worse. Never mind, we have Zura. Oh, you know what we're doing for that. Merfolk, now we need a knight. I should probably do knight last, or then again, Corvash might work out. Might need to do guard's avatar, depends what the other choices are. War gear, probably a Mira since we're going to true damage route. Oh, that actually works because of the thing within team synergy. That actually used to be a team when it first came out because Manicore and Corvash both got nerfed. But before Corvash or Manicore got nerfed, it was a really popular combo to run Corvash, Amira, and Manicore. They were all from the exact same kingdom. And a lot of people had access to it because, of course, there was an event for the kingdom right as soon as it came out. So everyone basically had those 3 troops. And it was pretty popular for a couple weeks or so. It wasn't that bad. But Corvash got nerfed a couple months after. And then Manicore got nerfed like 3 times. Just kept nerfing him until his current state where he's pretty much just an early game impervious and not really used for anything else. Anyways, what was the other troop I needed? I need a, oh, anything of my choice. Oh, that should be pretty easy then. Then again, I don't even know what I want to choose for this. I guess we need, well, what do we need color-wise? We need yellow and we need green. Is there a yellow-green mana generator that functions with this team? I do not believe so. Does anything even mana generate? I guess Shocktopus technically does. It is true damage. We might as well go for it. It's technically another merfolk, but you didn't say that we couldn't do 2 merfolks. You just said anything as our choice, so we'll go for that. So, there we go. Did we go Azura first slot or Corvash? We get more damage this way, but we get less mana generation. I think we go the mana generation route and just go blue-purple. Could even go Frozen Banner, since we could just go and, we don't really need that +1 red. I think I am actually going to do that. Oh, but then we take away the blues. But we're going to be taking away the blues anyway, so we'll go for that. It makes it slightly worse after Azura dies, but it'll be okay, I think. Plus, we still give her a +1. It's not like we're getting rid of her +1. It's just it's on purple now instead of on red. It's just redistributing the colors that she would normally be getting. Anyways, we'll go give this. So this is the 1 merfolk then, the 1, or it's, oh wait, never mind, you said 1 beast. Oh, you said my choice of banner, but it was 1 beast. Oh, never mind, that's not a beast. No! I thought it was 1 choice. Oh, wait, are one of these other ones a beast? No, it's not. Never mind. Whoops. Okay, I need a beast in there then. Well, apparently we can't Shocktopus. That actually would have worked out perfectly. Well, first things first. Oh! I just realized something. Is Manicore a monster or a beast? That would actually work out quite hilariously if I could actually fit that into this team. Oops, what happened to my beast thing? There we go. Oh, Azura. There we go. Yeah, we can't use Manicore, unfortunately. It's a monster, not a beast, so we'll just go with this, I guess. Azura, Corvash, Amira, Queen Aurora. Actually, let me put that all the way in the back. Queen Aurora is slightly more important, I think. Let's see, how many blues does it have? Only 1. Yeah, it's more important to go with Queen Aurora up there then. So basically our whole team is Corvash spam. So we'll see what this can do. Okay, we'll go take a skull. Get Azura to full mana. I need a surge. Actually, even if his surge is on purple, it won't be full. Only if it does it on blue. Oh wait, never mind. That would have been full mana. Okay, I lied apparently. Whoops. But we'll go and get that last little bit of mana that we need. I guess we brown to brown, start getting Corvash up. Double surge, very nice. 1 mana off. What else do we have to move around? I guess we'll go take a blue. Grab that. Take brown. Get a Corvash in there. Get an Azura in there. It should pretty much be good to go. What hero is he using? Black Manacle. That can actually be really annoying if he gets a Devour. If we get Barrier up... oh, never mind. It does damage in, and I think it does its Devour, if I'm not mistaken. Or does it do it the other way around? I forget if it does. I know most things do the Devour first. I forget which way he does it, but let's play it safe and just drain him. Get a HP reduction. That is not a HP reduction. Alright, let's go take purple. Get the surge. Move that over. Get some explosions. Get the kill that we need here. I guess we'll just go and Corvash it. We'll do it off of blue. Oops, come on, cast. Get the blue. Didn't actually turn it, but we got what we need. We'll throw a Corvash down. Oh, of course he'd get the revive. Luckily he transformed in like one of the worst dragons in the game, so that's fine. Oh, you said no mythics? Oh, whoops. I guess I didn't read well to the rules. Fail. Yeah, I did use one mythic. And we can't use the Shocktopus there because then we have to get rid of the thing. Yeah, I did cheat slightly, didn't I? I used Azura. We don't really need her. We can still make this function without her. I guess we'll go try it again without it. Fail. I listened to directions so well. We'll go through a Corvash down. That's actually 1 damage off. Oh, never mind. Now it's 3 because of the HP thing. We'll go take double skull. Oh, hello, Entangle. That's not gonna work. Also, I still haven't done dungeons yet. I need to go do that. Well, let's go throw true damage to true damage, and that's dead. Okay. So let's get past all that. And let me go replace out the mythic with not mythic. Well, first things first, let me go clear out this battle. Let me go bring out the guards avatar team for that. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Guard avatar, where are you? We just used you. There you are. Could get the honor. But yeah, we'll go and get a different troop in there. I just need to clear out this one so we get the points for it. And get an apothecary in there. Also, if you guys still have any other questions you want me to ask or want me to answer, let me know. Also, did anyone else in chat say anything? Let's see. I know give codes. It's simple. Wait, she no give codes. Why you no give codes? Why you no give codes? Why you no give codes? Why no codes? Okay, anyways. Well, we still have plenty of codes if she doesn't give us codes. So we still have codes. Even if she gives us no codes. We'll go and do that then. It just won't be the bigger codes if she doesn't give us codes. But we'll still... Actually, technically, it would probably be more codes if she gives us no codes. Because I'd probably give 3 to make up for the fact that it's 3 smaller ones instead of the 2 bigger ones. So we'd still have basically the same value in codes regardless. I'll go throw that down on green. Get that down dead. And there we go. What's the best keep or keeper of souls? Wait, what's keep? Wait, I don't understand that question. What's the best keep or souls you've used? Keeper of souls, do you mean? Keeper of souls teams? Normally that would be something along the lines of Aberrath, Valkyrie, Giant Spider, and Keeper of Souls. But yeah, it's a pretty classic team. Used to be used a lot when it, when was it used a lot? I forget what change made it used a lot, but there was one change at one point that made it really popular. But yeah, Aberrath, Valkyrie, Giant Spider, and the Keeper of Souls. How do you get guild keys? Guild keys you end up getting from guild seals. Guild seals you end up getting from actually being in a guild and then doing these things that it says on this page. If you go under your guild and you click under seals, if you do any of these things on a given week, you end up getting seals. You can get a maximum of 1,500 per week. But yeah, doing any of these things will give you it, and then you just click claim all seals, and then once you reach 1,500, that's all you can get per week. But you can get up to that many seals per week, which comes out to 75 guild keys. Guild keys are 20 seals each, and they don't get cheaper if you buy it in bulk, so it's always at the exact 20. But yeah, that's what that is. And you have to be in a guild to actually claim these or obtain these, though. If you're not in a guild, it would be impossible to get guild keys. And as far as what the drop table is on the guild keys, it's based on these over here. You can tell based on whatever the rarity thingy is over here. The 20,000 ones are basically like glory keys or half a glory key. The gem keys are basically like half a gem key, the 40,000s. But yeah, that's basically what they give, whatever your guild is upgraded to. So if you're at like 10,000, it would be like a little bit under what a glory key is as far as what drops would be within it. But yeah, that's what guild keys are and how you obtain them. We have like a ridiculous excess of them right now because I've been saving them. They said ages ago that they would eventually buff the drop table of them, or not buff them, but change it to something else when new guild-related troops came into the game. But they haven't done that yet, so we have, like, how many was this again? I forget. It's somewhere around, like, 4,000, 5,000. It's 4,200, if I'm not mistaken, keys just sitting here. Some kind of ridiculously high amount. Anyways, let me go do that challenge again. Then let's go do dungeons, and then probably mess with one other thing, and that'll be that. Let's go and actually do this challenge correctly this time. That might be a little bit too strong, mainly because Dawnbringer. That's full mana drain. Let's go to casual PvP and see if we can get a decent... that might be too easy. There we go. There's the same dragon team we just faced earlier, so we'll go give this a shot. So let me go replace out this, since no mythics. So we'll go replace that out with any beast. So is there anything underneath beast that covers this color? That's actually decent. I should have clarified. It has to actually be decent. Oh, you know what? Transforms... Oh, never mind. I thought it transforms all something into purple. It's all purple into something else. What does Owl do? Doesn't it destroy all purples? That's probably a bad. That's probably a bad. I guess we'll go throw a Falconer down. It'll make it so we cover everything, which will also give us quicker Amiras. So then again, we're creating red, so I should probably go to standard blue-purple then, if that is indeed the case. Okay, let's go get that in there. Get that, throw it down, hopefully we win. How do you get the maximum points in Guild Wars? That is based on a lot of factors. First things first, you have to have your guild thingy in your guild upgraded to level 100. If your guild has anything less than level 100 on it, you will not be able to gain the full amount of points. You'll also have to use pure color for every single day. Whatever color day it says for the day, you have to use whatever that team is. So if it says red, then you have to use a full team of reds. So on and so forth for every day. You also have to set each of your defense to be completely unique. You have to make sure that all 24 troops across all 6 teams are completely different. Doesn't matter what they are, though ideally strong teams, but as long as they're different, you will get the full amount of points in that regard. Other than that, things you actually have to worry about within the battle is you have to get more mana than your enemy, and the more you do, the better your score is. You have to do more damage than the enemy. You have to win in as few turns as possible, and extra turn spamming does count as turns. And you also have to survive with all 4 of your troops. This isn't mandatory, but the more troops you survive with, the better. And if you do happen to lose a troop, you can retain the points that you would have lost for losing a troop by summoning another troop into your team. So if you go and you go down to 4, you then have 2 die, but you resummon all those by the end of the battle. You still have the enemy doing a lot of damage to you, which will lower your points in that regard, but you will not lose points for having less troops on your team, because you technically ended with 4 by the end of the battle. And that's the main thing that matters in that one regard. But, yeah, that's basically everything. There's a few other factors, I believe, too. Some that I think they keep hidden as well, just to make sure that people don't, like, excessively exploit it. But, for the most part, that's pretty much everything with it. It's a little complicated. They will be simplifying it in the future. It used to be really simple in the past, probably overly simple. But then they made it overly complicated when they tried to tweak it. So, they're going to be changing it to something in between in the future. Though that is not coming, I don't believe, anytime soon. Will probably be a few patches before we see that. Probably later this year. Okay, let's go throw the Azura down. Get a poke, throw into another poke. And that'll pretty much be that. Get the last little bit of his mana down, if he'll decide to end his turn. Could actually went for the extra turn there. Well, apparently we still get it, so that works out. And then we just do this into a mirror. Oh, never mind, that's not enough damage. It's close, not all the way though. We'll go put a Hunter's Mark on him. Ah, we actually landed it, and that's dead too, because there's so much skull damage off of 2 times. And 2 skulls as well. And there we go. So that's the challenge completed. I did it slightly wrong the first time, but yeah, we did it on a 9,000 something team score as well, so it wasn't like it was a weaker battle at all. It was under casual PvP, but still, they're pretty much the same if they're still the same team score. Like, this guy's going to be about the same as what this one is. He's probably using that weird Alchemist team. Yeah, the Alchemist Moneylender, Yagwei, Queen Titania. So nothing different there. That's actually something we'd use as our actual team, because that's literally what we have as one of our teams. Right there. Oh, not that one. Right there. It's the exact same team. I think he was even using the exact same banner. Or something very similar. Okay, well, let's go get this up. Throw an Alchemist down, go from there. Perfect, we got it on green. Grab all that, throw a Moneylender down. Instant win, dead, we won. I'll go throw that down. Oh no, we don't have alignment yet. Come on, alignment, where are you? We don't have it, do we? Oh, we have it on purple, never mind. Go grab that. Get a moneylender down. Actually, before we do, let's go move that again. Oh, wait, we got rid of purple. No, there's one problem with that. We need purple for Yagwe. Well, I guess we didn't have any other option in that one situation. But ideally, we do want to keep purple on the board if we can. It's not as mandatory as keeping like red and yellow on the board, but it is useful. Okay, I think I'm just going to throw a blank Yagwe. He gets some red out of it, but we get double kill. And all we need to do now is get an Alchemist into a moneylender. Oh, he's going to get the barrier up, though. I can't stop that unless we extra turn right here. And there's no guarantee extra turn. I can't even take it on red for an extra turn, which is quite surprising, but we'll just go for that. Grab that, see what he does. He did not get skull distracted, but we go for this. And then he's already dead off of that. Throw this into Yagwe dead. And there we go. It took a little bit longer than what it normally does, but down it goes. You just got a silent one. You forgot if you said it's good or not. It's very slow, but it could get you wins. I wouldn't really advise using it for PvP. You could maybe incorporate it into Guild Wars, particularly on Yellow Day with something like a Herdmaster or any of the standard cleanses. Yellow has a lot of cleanse. But more often than not, I wouldn't really bother with it, to be honest. It's way too slow. The only thing it does is silence. It has no board control whatsoever. It automatically ends its turn after it does its ability. And on top of all that, it has no damage whatsoever. And well, I already said that. But it has no damage whatsoever. It has no board control. It has nothing that can retain its turn. And yeah, all it does is silence the enemy team, which is useful, assuming that they can all be silenced. But as the only thing that it does, that's not that over the top. For Legend, it's pretty average. Actually, some of the double silencers, like Merline, are almost better than Silent One. Even though they too end their turn, at least they do damage, and at least they can do, well, a substantial amount of damage. They can even double, or in his case, double poke when there's only one remaining as well. And that can come into play quite a bit when you only have like 1 or 2 enemies left, when it becomes really effective. But yeah, I wouldn't really bother with Silent One. Maybe some instances in Guild Wars, which is next week, so you'll use it for that. But for Blue or Yellow Day. But other than that, I wouldn't really run in PvP. It's way too slow compared to almost every other option in the game. It might help increase your win rate, but in PvP, win rate doesn't necessarily matter. What matters is winning as quickly as possible in PvP. Because even if you have a high win rate, if you're winning slowly while getting that high win rate, it'd be the same thing as losing slightly on a very quick team. So let me go do dungeons, because at this point I'm going to forget if I don't do it. I'm always so bad about that. It's Diamond Day, too. This is the worst day to go and forget that. So let me go switch over to Dungeon, Fight, and go over to, I guess, what do we even need? I guess we'll go to this second slot right here. Do the standard team. Don't need to do anything special for it. Okay, we'll go get that down. Throw a firebomb down. And get a Rowan somewhere in there. See if we can get a firebomb in there. And then Sunbird kill, dead. Of course he would summon that. Luckily we can just take Skull and down it goes. Your team's Gorgotha, Scion, Tesla, Draculus. Sounds okay. 95% win rate. Sounds pretty good. The only real downside it has is every single thing that casts other than Gorgotha ends its turn. But the main thing that would be bad against is Mana Drain. Even though you have Mana Drain, one of the easiest counters to it is going to be a Mana Drain team. Like a Scion, Spirit Fox, Famine kind of team. Some kind of thing similar to that setup. Or Corvash, Spirit Fox, or any of that kind of those combos. But other than Mana Drain spam, should be fine against pretty much everything. It just the team doesn't have anything to answer against Mana Drain. Other than a slight Mana Drain that it has, but other than that, it doesn't have any other method. And the final one, and then definitely go claim the diamonds, because we need them for something. We need them for something, kind of, not really. I never actually need to use them because we have everything in the game, but you never know. They might make something that requires diamonds in the future that isn't just mythics and legends. So I highly doubt it. They already have pretty good value as it is. I just happen to already have everything you could throw them into. Okay, we're gonna move that over. But yeah, I'm really hyped for tomorrow night then. 2-year anniversary, plus we get to see if what Salty says about pets and shows about pets. We'll know how broken or good they are. Tomorrow night will be the moment of truth. Unfortunately for our stream, I won't have any info on it. Because I believe she's streaming after us, if I'm not mistaken. Like she normally does. But anyways, we'll go claim all that. Let me actually go double check that real quick. Let's see if she's actually streaming earlier, though I highly doubt it. She's been streaming at like 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Oh, she did give me a note. Oh, did she give me the codes? Oh, she did. Dun dun dun. They have less redeems, but they are bigger codes. I do not know what they have in them, though. By bigger codes, they could be bigger. But, yeah, they have less redeems, but they have slightly more content in them. But yeah. So, yes, we did get 2 codes for that tomorrow night. So there we go. I have no clue what's in them, but we'll find out tomorrow night. And also, Salty will have codes during her stream, too. So we'll have a lot of codes tomorrow night and a lot of good info off of pets, hopefully. But anyways, what else do we need to go do? Let me go double-check the... There's something about to go check on the forum. Oh, yeah. What time is she streaming? Latest... Where's the thread on it? Let me type in streaming. I'm pretty sure her thread would be the first thread that comes up. Because barely anyone streams the game. Streaming. Oops, I did not mean to click enter. There it is. Oh, no, it isn't. Let's see. Gems of War streaming. It's not even the first one that comes up. But, we'll go move that down. I'm surprised because it has the most replies to it. Does it not say the time on here? No. I'm pretty sure it's the same time as always. I would assume. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same time as always. It doesn't even show it. She's just as bad as me. She has her schedule posted almost nowhere. I have the same problem. Anyways. I can see how big of a problem that is now. I never really thought it was that big a problem, mainly because I just have it so ingrained, the standard schedule I do. And I sometimes say it like at the end of each stream. But, yeah, this can be somewhat hard to find people's schedules. I do have it on my About page, but that's like the only location. No one checks people's About page on YouTube. Pretty much no one. I don't even check people's About pages on YouTube. Oh, tribute. Well, apparently we've been streaming for an hour, and there we go. We'll go claim all that. Let's see. I know you did chat it above, but I forgot to note them. And you didn't say it in Eastern Standard Time, and I couldn't convert them in my head. Because, of course, I could just type them into the thing, but I didn't do that at the time. Let's see. Make a segment called Tacet's Challenges. I've never actually done a video for that. The only challenge we've really done in-game is Random Troop Challenge, which we made a series out of, which I haven't done one for a while. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow, too, for the 2-year anniversary thing. Because that video doesn't take out long at all to go create. I'll probably do it after I record the other one, though. The biggest thing is I don't even know if I'll be able to finish recording that tomorrow. I definitely hope to get it done by sometime tomorrow. But, yeah, I'm still working on it. I just want to make sure I don't miss any information, is my main thing with it. It's I'm trying to keep it simple, but I'm trying not to miss anything. So I'm actually writing out everything with like a script, which makes it take a lot longer. Normally I just freelance everything, and maybe I'll just put a little note card on the side that has like bullet points. But for the thing, I'm probably just going to write out literally every word of the script, which takes a lot longer, since I have to type it all out, then rehearse it some, then do it for the thing, just to make sure I don't accidentally missay anything. Though it will make it so I don't say at all, pretty much. Because I'll just be reading off the thing, which makes it really easy to not mumble at all or anything like that when doing it in one take. But yeah, we could make a segment called that eventually. We already technically have one, the Random Troop Challenge. It's just we haven't done it for ages now. Anyways. Oh, it's 5:30 p.m. PDT. I do not know what that converts into. Let me go double check. The almighty Google. What is 5:30 p.m. DT, or whatever that is? I assume that is 9:30 EST. What is it again? I already forgot what those 3 letters were. PDT to EST. PDT to EST. It is 3 hours prior? Yeah, so I have to add 3 hours to whatever time you said. Which is... Wait, what? That's 8:30. That means she's starting halfway during our stream. Wait, is that correct? There's no way that's correct. If that's correct, she's starting halfway through our stream. That's bad. Yeah, if that is indeed 8:30 and not 9:30, she's starting halfway through our stream. So we'll see exactly how that pans out. You guys might need to tell me some of the spoilers then about pets if she shows it immediately. I don't think she'll show it immediately, though. Because that's probably the biggest thing she'll be covering in her stream. But, yeah, we'll see what we do about that. But yeah, if that actually is 8:30 and not 9:30, that could be a slight problem. But we'll see how that pans out. If nothing, maybe I'll start a little bit earlier. But yeah, doesn't that come down to 8:30? Unless I'm converting it wrong. Yeah, okay, we'll have to see. Maybe I'll start a little bit earlier tomorrow night then. So do keep that in mind. We might be starting slightly earlier. I'll need to double check and confirm when she's actually starting, though. But we'll see. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading off for tonight. I'll see you all tomorrow when we cover the event tomorrow then. And that'll be the 2 years of us doing it when we do that event. We've been doing the weekly thing for 2 solid years now. I'll probably link the first video we ever did to it as well. It's such a contrast to the ones we do now. Well, not really. It's still the same format, but I'm a lot better at doing it now, or at least talking with it. I was so, like, shy and everything then back then. Well, I still kind of am, but vocally I'm not as shy. I'm less vocally shy, I guess, or whatever you'd really say that. I'm better at talking, basically. Who would know? Who could have guessed with how bad I still am? But no, it's definitely quite a change. Dress up, suit, and top hat. I don't have a top hat. I also don't have a suit anymore, or at least not at my current house. I don't have any dress clothes where I'm currently living. Nothing formal related. One last question? Sure. What was your question? The previous question? You just got Wordbreaker. You made a team of Gorgulfa, Dragon Soul, Glitterclaw, Wordbreaker. Move the Wordbreaker in front of the Glitterclaw. The reason you need the Glitterclaw behind it is because the Wordbreaker is automatically going to naturally be giving it the mana. Well, all of your Exploders are going to naturally be giving it mana. And you want your Glitterclaw cast to feed your Wordbreaker. You don't want your Glitterclaw cast to feed back into your Glitterclaw. In most instances, you want to put your Glitterclaw behind your core green damage. Same thing with Yasmin. If you're using Glitterclaw with a Yasmin team, you generally want to put your Glitterclaw behind your Yasmin's Chosen. And that's pretty much the case for all of them. Wear bunny ears, suit and bunny ears. Oh, gosh. I'll see what we have to dress up with. I think most of the things I have to dress up with wouldn't really fit thematically. I don't think. But, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. How's Salty gonna triple or trample on the only other Gems of War streamer? I don't know. But she has to do it when it's convenient for them because she is working there. I believe she's just doing it in between other work, so she has to do it whenever she can fit into her schedule. Whereas I can easily adapt mine if I really had to. I could literally stream at almost any time of the day if I truly had to change it. I just prefer doing it later in the day because it's more convenient if I have to do anything during the day itself. It just works out better. But I could easily move it like a half an hour earlier if I really have to. I just kind of made it happen. Oh yeah, it is 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, that is indeed the case. So I guess we'll start around 7 then tomorrow then, since that does appear to be the case. So we'll start at 7 or 7:30-ish, and then we'll just transition into her stream whenever she starts streaming, and then we'll just do it like that. So that'll be the plan then. It'll be a little bit earlier tomorrow then than compared to normal. That's about an hour earlier or so, approximately. Are there any other questions before we head out for tonight? Let me know, and we will go answer them. Otherwise, we will be gone. And I guess since I already showed the thing, I guess we'll use it again. What do you guys think of that, by the way? The little thing. I meant to show it for tomorrow, but I accidentally misclicked it earlier. We have this little thing. End up getting it. She ended up having a sale on it. It was an artist I've been following for a while. It's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll get something from her. It has a loop, too. I just currently have it on the single one, just because the loop, in the context of, I think, how I want to use it, would be a little bit more annoying. I like that it actually syncs up to the thing, too. Actually, every single GIF does that, which is why I wanted to go make a schedule-related one like that. I could easily make it myself for something like a schedule that pops up, kind of like that. I just can't draw, so trying to draw that character or anything doesn't work out. But as far as doing, like, standard graphic-y stuff, I could easily do, like, a little thing that moves upwards and has a bunch of stuff that says something. But, or, you know, like the schedule thingy. But anyways. PM? Yeah, PM. We're going to be starting at 7:30-ish PM tomorrow, which is 1.5 hours prior to now, pretty much, is what's going to be. Don't see a dragon costume. I don't have a dragon costume. I don't even have a dragon mask or anything like that. I don't have anything related to that. I don't really have many dress clothes here, that is for sure, or anything to really dress with. How close are we to 8,000? That is a good question. I do not know the answer to that. Let me see. Forget if this will bring it up or not. 7,994 is how close we are right now. So we are 6 subscribers away. We'll definitely have that by the end of tomorrow, I would assume. Because as soon as we cover that guide, and then if I post it on the forum and everywhere, and on Facebook, that will easily get it up to 8,000. if I can get that guide out tomorrow. So that will easily push it up to 8,000, or I hope it would be. But yeah, we're currently 6 subscribers short. So if you haven't subscribed yet, we are 6 away from reaching that point. Also, you can see I just use a window capture for, obviously it's not picking up on the right chat right now. It's showing the other chat because I didn't bother setting it up. But anyways, let me go and change that back to the normal setup. Where'd it go? Where's my normal setup? Now I lost track of where my normal setup is. Fail. Gems of War, Guild Wars. There we go. Okay. Anyways, guys, I'll see you all later. Thank you all so much for coming down. Crossplay a dragon with 8 fingers. I always found that to be an interesting concept with it. I don't know, wouldn't that be so useful if you actually had 8 fingers? Though, not having a thumb would be really bad. But, there would be quite a bit more you could do with 8 fingers. Just imagine all the new devices we could create to be 8-finger adaptable. With 4 on both sides. It'd basically be like having 4 hands. Except you wouldn't have the thumb capabilities, which actually does limit quite a few things. Which, the tools you'd be able to use would be limited quite a bit by that, but still. It's an interesting concept to think about. I always like thinking about weird hypotheticals. I'm really big on, like, absolutely irrelevant hypotheticals kind of situations. Anyways, guys, I'll be heading off for now. Double-sided keyboards! Yeah, it'd make for a lot of really weird equipment, that is for sure. Anyways, guys, I'll be heading off for tonight. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Well, there really isn't much weekend left, is there? Well, I guess, enjoy the rest of your week, I should say. And I will see you all later. Thank you all for coming down, and see you tomorrow for the 2-year anniversary stuff. Goodbye, everyone.